On this episode, we're talking home appraisals. What's a home appraisal? You're about to find out. Welcome, I am Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, where we bring you value, content, and tips in all things real estate and housing related. So on this episode, we are going to be talking about something that's known as the home appraisal. I know that this word can sometimes elevate the blood pressure, but today I want to talk about, number one, what it is, number two, sellers, what you can do to help out during the appraisal process. So what's a home appraisal? A home appraisal is an independent, unbiased opinion of the value of a house. In layman's terms, it's when the mortgage banker or your lender hires out a independent appraising company that sends out an appraisal to go to the house that is being purchased. The home appraiser looks at location. Where's the house located? Is it close to shopping, hospitals, parks, schools? They look at square footage, upgrades done to the house, comparables, how much are houses selling for in the neighboring area. They take all of these factors and more into consideration when putting a price to the house they are appraising. So you might be asking, well, doesn't the listing agent do this? Well, not necessarily. The listing agent of the property gets a CMA done on the house. It's a comparative market analysis. In layman's terms, they compare the property to others that have sold or are currently under contract in the neighboring area. So I want to give some tips to sellers when your house is getting appraised. Now, contrary to popular belief, number one, it's okay to be present when the house is being appraised. Why? Well, because you know your house better than anybody else does. You as the homeowner can present certain improvements or upgrades you've done to the house. It could be that the appraiser can easily overlook them, but with you being present, you're there to point them out. Or it could be that you can point out certain areas around the house that he could be missing, such as a view. All of these things play into consideration when the house is getting appraised and a value is being put on it. Now, I want to make this very clear. Do not fight or argue with the appraiser when the house is being appraised. Remember, he or she is human, but at the same time, he or she is a professional. Therefore, allow them to do their professional work and appraise the house according to how they believe the house is valued at. Number two, make sure your selling agent is providing comparables of homes recently sold in the surrounding areas. Oftentimes, appraisers can easily overlook or miss houses that have sold in the area, such as off the MLS or for sale by owner. Therefore, it's important your selling agent is on top of their game, providing every house that has recently sold in the area within 6 months, preferably 3 months, to get the best value of the house you're selling. Number three, if you can't be present when the house is being appraised, make sure you are providing a detailed list of improvements or upgrades you've done to the house. Oftentimes, appraisers can miss a fireplace or an extra bathroom or something you've done to the backyard that was overlooked. Make sure you and your agent are compiling a list of upgrades that could increase the value of your house. Number four, sometimes the highest offer is not the best offer. The appraisal process in the transaction can get tricky at times. What if the house doesn't appraise and there are certain terms in the contract where things can get really sticky? Make sure your real estate agent is giving you the correct guidance as to what offer you should be taking. Remember, sometimes the highest offer is the stickiest offer when it comes to the appraisal process. Well, that wraps up episode 31 of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. Go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm putting out so much content on there. I don't want you to miss a beat in this real estate world. Keep sending in your questions and I will do my best to keep answering them. We'll see you next time.